Hello, and welcome to the 2025 Annual Institutional Update webinar for Non IPEDS Institutions. This presentation has been prepared by and is the property of the Middle States Commission on Higher Education. Reproduction, distribution, or transmission of the presentation in part or in whole is expressly prohibited without prior written consent from MSCHE. For permission requests, please email president@msche.org. For any questions about an institution's accreditation status, or for additional information about MSCHE's standards for accreditation, requirements of affiliation, policies and procedures, and applicable federal regulatory requirements, please contact MSCHE staff. Always seek the advice of your institution's assigned Vice President Liaison with any questions specific to your institution. This presentation is not intended as a substitute for professional advice from MSCHE staff, and use of the presentation does not guarantee any specific accreditation outcome. Now we will talk about the AIU process. For the 2025 AIU, the Commission published the AIU dashboard in July of 2025. Now that we are in October, the Commission is collecting data from non IPEDS institutions. Following this collection, and once IPEDS publishes the revised values, Commission staff will download them and upload them into the dashboard in January of 2026. Also in January, the Commission will collect financial documents from both IPEDS institutions and non-IPEDS institutions. AIU results and feedback will complete the AIU process. The Commission will issue AIU supplemental information requests to institutions with high concerns and some moderate concerns. Other institutions will receive AIU notifications with feedback on where they fell on the AIU metrics. So what is the AIU? In accordance with the MSCHE accreditation review cycle and monitoring policy and procedures, the annual institutional update is a mechanism for ongoing monitoring required by federal regulation and by Commission policies and procedures. The 2025 AIU dashboard will become available on the AIU Commission's website in July of 2025. Institutions that submit data to IPEDS are not required to take any additional action once the dashboard was opened. However, institutions that do not submit data to IPEDS are asked to submit AIU data in October of 2025. This data will be added to the 2025 AIU dashboard. The Commission will make AIU data available through the AIU dashboard. The 2025 AIU dashboard will be publicly available at the MSCHE website. The Commission's dashboard uses the latest publicly available data from IPEDS. It includes multiple tabs focused on the following three areas: student achievement, annual enrollment full-time equivalent, and financial health. The 2025 AIU dashboard also includes the data for each metric for the prior year. In addition to the data, the dashboard includes a dictionary with all the definitions, values, calculations, and data resources. Data explanations are also included in the FAQ and data dictionary document. For more details, please refer to the AIU indicators and metrics document on the MSCHE AIU website referenced here. Who is responsible for the completion of the AIU survey? In accordance with the Accreditation Liaison Officer role and responsibilities and the communication and the accreditation process procedures, the ALO serves as a key resource to ensure the timely and accurate review and completion of the AIU. The Commission recommends that institutional administrators and the ALO consider an appropriate team of individuals responsible for validating data. Communications regarding the AIU are sent to the following key contacts: the ALO, CEO, CAO, CFO, and portal delegate. We have scheduled reminders that will be sent to these key contacts. Since the key contacts will receive notifications about the AIU and other important communications from the Commission, now is the time to visit the institution portal and ensure that all information is up to date in the Key Contacts tab. Also, please ensure that at msche.org addresses are whitelisted at your institution so that you and your team receive all emails from the Commission. To whitelist the Commission's email addresses, add the following email addresses to your email contacts: president@msche.org, policy@msche.org, communications@msche.org, research@msche.org, accreditation services@msche.org, support@msche.org, finance@msche.org, and events@msche.org. Please work with your IT department to ensure that MSCHE emails are whitelisted. If the key contacts are correct in the institution portal, but they have whitelisted the Commission's email addresses and are still not receiving MSCHE communications, please contact support@msche.org for assistance. Institutions should always pay close attention to their data. The 14th edition of the standards has incorporated data-based decision-making as a guiding principle. Institutions should revisit those principles to ensure they are using data appropriately to meet the Commission's expectations. Institutional representatives are encouraged to use the 2025 AIU dashboard as a one source of information in the accreditation decision-making process. So let us help. Now I would like to direct your attention to resources available to assist you with this process. The frequently asked questions and data dictionary on the AIU website provide information about how to access the dashboard and data in each tab, explain what to do in the case of data discrepancies are identified, and it provides a comprehensive overview of the data elements, data sources, and years for all the data included in the dashboard. The data dictionary section from this document is also included in the dictionary tab in the dashboard. Let us help with the 2025 AIU. If you have any questions, please reach out to research@msche.org. Thank you. This concludes today's webinar and presentation. Thank you for all of your work that you do to support accreditation at your institution.